There we go. Looks like you're all set to go back onto the shelf. Yeah, I think this actually looks good. Sorry about that. I didn't see you guys there for a second. So, anyways, hey guys, this is Ackley, SamAttack4427 here with, of course, another video for all of you guys. And, well, I guess if you may actually notice right by now, looks like I'm back right in front of my bookshelf containing all of my DVDs and Blu-rays as of now. So yeah, I think it kind of makes sense, of course, that front for sure, because yeah, I think I guess since after a couple of months, since after I did one video talking about physical media, looks like I'm back at it once again with, of course, another pretty much another video regarding physical media for sure. And boy, I guess this topic is actually very serious as of now, and there is no doubt in my mind that I cannot ignore it, hands down. I definitely need to bring this up right here and now, So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much in regards to, of course, pretty much on my shelf containing most of my DVDs and Blu-rays I've actually got as of now, this topic is actually very, very serious, and I definitely need to talk about it with all of you guys for sure. So yeah, if you actually may not recall, just some time ago, according to an article on the digitalbits.com, they have released a article saying that Disney has officially announced that Disney has officially announced that that they're going to be pulling out of the physical media format in Australia, with, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 being the final movie that they will actually release onto DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K Ultra HD in that said country. And it's not just that, but they're also doing the same thing with, of course, in other regions, such as, of course, in Latin America and, of course, Asia, except for Japan, thank goodness. So yeah, I guess for a minute there, a lot of you guys may be thinking to yourself, oh, that's gonna be that's gonna be something they're pulling our legs on. They would never actually do that. But when you really look at the article itself, they really are serious at this point. With the ever-rising growth of course, streaming services and online retailers such as Amazon and plenty of others, they're absolutely serious on, of course, that front. And it seems like physical media will soon come to an end for sure. And I guess if anything, I was already thinking to myself, holy shit, this is actually really quite surprising. I mean, did the ever-popular format that we are all familiar with whenever we all want to see movies at home, wherever we want, is suddenly starting to phase out? Yeah, you can definitely tell this is absolutely serious right now, and well, I guess, if anything, I was thinking about pretty much setting it aside just so that I could focus on other things, but given to, of course, what I've actually read in that article, and I've actually started to see other content creators actually talk about this subject matter, I think it makes sense to give my perspective on, of course, what's currently going on for sure, So yeah, I guess if anything, in regards to, of course, what's going on for sure, I mean, yeah, truth be told, I think I definitely know hands down that there are plenty of people who have subbed to my two channels that do reside in Australia for sure, so I can only imagine that this is a massive bummer on, of course, that front for sure, So yeah, I don't know what it's actually like for physical media to be available in that country alone, but yeah, I think if anything, pretty much, if anything, this actually is starting to show that physical media is, of course, starting to die for sure, but I guess the real question is, do physical media deserve to die off entirely? Well, I think that is actually an interesting question that I should actually bring up for sure. So I guess for starters, I think mainly on my perspective, I know hands down if you have actually seen my videos for some time, you definitely know for the fact that I absolutely love movies. So yeah, I absolutely love film for sure. I'm pretty much a sucker and a lover for movies entirely, to which, yeah, I guess if anything I have learned over the years that pretty much if anything, anyone who actually has a strong love for movies for sure is actually given the name a cinephile for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, that is definitely one title that I'm absolutely proud of for sure. And yeah, I guess given to, of course, my lineup of DVD and Blu-rays that I've got, not just on this shelf, but also in this these cabinets right by my TV, as you can see here. I'm not regretting that hands down. I'm actually really proud of course, pretty much getting any movie on physical media for sure, whether it be DVDs or Blu-rays or both for sure. So yeah, and let's not forget to mention, I actually do spend a good chunk of my money on, of course, pretty much owning these movies on DVD and Blu-ray for sure. And that's definitely on top, pretty much alongside plenty of others I would actually get, such as, of course, video games, so that way I can actually play them later on, or, of course, getting some really awesome cosplays, and even booking myself to go to conventions. And that's just to name me a few for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, in regards to, of course, physical media, yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that it really has been a massive staple ever since I fell in love with movies, ever since I was a little kid for sure. And yeah, you can definitely tell that it's been massively growing and evolving over time for sure. But yeah, I think that's mainly my perspective on, of course, physical media for sure. And interesting enough, pretty much of anything, getting a movie on physical media for sure really does help me out. And of course, putting out my reviews that I would do on my YouTube channel for sure. So yeah, but I guess in regards to, of course, people saying that physical media should just die entirely, well, honestly, to me, I think that's a very hard understatement for sure, because, yeah, if anything, I think for, of course, what I can gather, physical media has actually been around ever since it actually has pretty much began its infancy for sure. So yeah, literally from the very beginning, when, of course, physical media actually first started out, it actually did start to grow over time for sure. And of course, when VCRs were, of course, first invented, ever since the TV has actually been around, a lot of people will, of course, actually take some really nice VHS cassette, yeah, VHS cassettes and stuff, and actually record them off of the TV, so that way they'll actually watch what they got recorded later on. But thankfully, companies actually start to take notice on, of course, what's going on, and actually really push hard to, of course, release their content on, of course, VHS for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, it really does help grow on their popularity for sure. And yeah, pretty much if anything, if you actually did miss out on pretty much a new movie, whether it be on the big screen or, of course, sometime later when they would put it onto a TV for sure, I say pretty much of anything, a lot of companies out there are saying, well, hey, you can definitely own our content and and watch them whenever you want. It's that simple. So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much of anything, VHS has actually really gave a massive staple to, of course, physical media for sure, and really kicked things off with a bang for sure. Sure, there are other formats that came beforehand, but VHS, when it was around at that time, really became the massive staple for sure. So yeah, and of course, over time, DVDs start to pop up for sure, and that start to do very well entirely. Yeah, and of course, really dominated by far, letting VHS pretty much do what it needs to do right up until it's phased out entirely. And of course, DVDs, pretty much still stuck around for sure ever since Blu-rays came around for sure. So yeah, pretty much same disc, but different formats and stuff. So. But yeah, I think it's why I can say for of course that front, and of course on my perspective, I knew when I was like a little kid for sure. Ever since my strong love for movies, I definitely know physical media is definitely part of that strong love, mainly on my part for sure, and it is actually for a good reason. I did start off very quite well with, of course, seeing plenty of movies and shows that I actually really love on VHS for starters. And then over time, my family would finally get me a really nice DVD player for sure, to which I now finally gained the courage to actually own some movies on DVD for sure, to which I kind of forgot what year I actually started with, of course, DVDs, but I do know it was actually a very long time ago for sure. So yeah, but it wouldn't be until 2016 pretty much when I finally decided to, of course, finally get myself into getting Blu-rays for sure, to which I did save up a good. Yeah, pretty much a good chunk of my money getting my Blu-ray player, to which I still currently have right now, and yeah, even actually starting out very small with, of course, my Blu-ray collection for sure, to which, yeah, thankfully for the past several years now, especially with, of course, what you're seeing in this bookshelf right now, it's actually been growing a whole lot for sure, to which, yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm still actually quite proud of course, pretty much getting these movies on DVD and Blu-ray nowadays for sure. And yeah, I think it is, of course, the one thing on top of many things that I would do when spending a good chunk of my money for sure. So, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it can be expensive as hell, and I'm not ashamed to admit that for sure, but hey, as long as, of course, it'll actually help support, of course, the people making the movies, especially the studios actually releasing them for sure, I think it actually really does help out in the long run for sure, so yeah. And I guess in regards to, of course, pretty much physical media nowadays, especially with, of course, what I'm actually seeing in the article that I actually read some time ago. Yeah, I mean, I will admit, it is sad for the people in Australia, most of Asia, and even Latin America for sure, that the format is starting to die out for sure, especially with, of course, the rise of course, online retailers, pretty much digital starting to pretty much be the main staple, especially with today's technology, and of course, streaming services actually still proving to be just as dominant as ever for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much sad on that front, but do I think it's actually a good idea to do that? Absolutely not for sure. Yeah, I mean, if anything, I really don't want physical media to die for sure, and I know that's definitely saying a whole lot for sure, because, yeah, I know a couple months ago, I did do a video talking about my response to, of course, DVDs and Blu-rays coming out much faster compared to, of course, pretty much way back when for sure, and to me, I think that was actually a really smart move that they actually did that. So yeah, I think if you want a little bit more in-depth analysis on, of course, why I thought about this subject matter, definitely go watch that video for yourself, just to get the full idea for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, I don't really think physical media is actually gonna die, hands down, for sure, to which, yeah, I think it's just only at those said regions and areas that I actually mentioned, especially in that article that I actually shared with all you guys, so. And I know a lot of you guys may be fearing that the same thing might happen to plenty of other countries, especially in North America for sure, but to me, I don't think it's actually a really smart move for Disney to actually do that for sure. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I still do admire, of course, what they're doing, and plus, on top of plenty of their content that I would get on physical media, I guess if anything, I still turn to Disney Plus to, of course, see what they got in terms of what content that they would actually release, so yeah. But I guess if anything, taking away physical media entirely, I think it will actually have a slow ripple effect on, of course, what they've got going on, and chances are, pretty much getting rid of that format entirely, I think it will actually cause them to lose money entirely, because, yeah, it's pretty much part of course, how much they make on their revenue for sure, so yeah, if you actually do want pretty much, if studios actually do want to, of course, pretty much make a whole lot more money on, of course, their movies they're putting out, of course they will have to release them on physical media sometime after they're releasing theaters for sure, so yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much if anything, from, of course, what I could gather, physical media is pretty much a good way for studios to actually make a whole lot of money for sure, and plus, there are several occasions whenever one of their movies bombs at the box office that actually did gain new life on physical media for sure. Two of the greatest examples that I could think of is, of course, Newsies and Tremors for sure. Now, both of those movies, when they came out, they did bomb at the box office really, really bad when they were first released onto the big screen. But sometime later, when they were released onto physical media for people to own in their homes, they became cult classics entirely for sure. And yeah, pretty much if anything, their popularity grew entirely, and more people, more and more people are actually watching them, and that's all thanks to them released onto a physical media for sure. So yeah, and of course, look at where those two movies are now. Newsies nowadays is still being celebrated even to this day. Whether people will find them good, whether people will find it good or bad, or just somewhere in between for sure. So yeah, even to this day, Newsies is, of course, still celebrating even to this day, even after it was released onto a physical media for sure, and it even got itself a Broadway version, which has been reworked a few times, but a lot of people can say it is equally as good as the movie for sure, so yeah, and I should know as someone who actually did see the Broadway version of Newsies twice for sure, So yeah, bit of an interesting story on that front, and I'll probably go more into depth on that sometime in a later video for sure. And as for Tremors, yeah, that too deserves a whole other story for sure. Even after it bombed at the box office, it really did well on the home media market for sure. So much so that it actually did spawn several sequels for sure, all of which direct to physical media for sure. So yeah, I think if anything, there is some good in both of those movies for sure. Yeah, I think they did bomb at the box office pretty bad, but they did garner itself a new life on physical media for sure. So yeah, and of course, if anything, pretty much from what I can gather, if physical media is pretty much not around today, then I think both of those movies would still have terrible results, and the studios releasing them will have to face several consequences for sure. But I'm glad that physical media actually did help out in those two movies that I gave out as good examples for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, those up front for sure, But yeah, I guess if anything, physical media has actually really helped out big time with, of course, pretty much for studios nowadays, and yeah, pretty much from what we can gather, yeah, I mean, it is actually quite terrible that, with of course what we're actually seeing nowadays, it seems like a lot of people's fears, of course, physical media being phased out entirely might actually come true. But I don't think it should be the case entirely, so yeah, don't get me wrong, I think there's still plenty of other countries that are releasing physical media for sure. And let's not forget to mention, Shout Factory is of course a prime good example on, of course, releasing their movie, pretty much their content onto physical media for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much if anything on that front, I don't think physical media is actually gonna die hands down for sure. So yeah, pretty much if anything, that's pretty much my perspective on, of course, that front. Do I want physical media to, of course, be phased out entirely? Hell no! I think it still should still be around even to this day for sure. And I guess if anything, I know several decades into the near future, someone is definitely gonna come around on, of course, all that and see what it is and see on pretty much on how they're going to be able to, of course, see more of that in the near future. So yeah, pretty much of anything, much like on how I felt about pretty much DVDs and Blu-rays being released much faster in recent years, I guess if anything, if you still want physical media to, of course, still be around even to this day, then by all means, definitely go get them for sure. And yeah, you could definitely be like me and actually own some of these movies on physical media, whether they be good, bad, or maybe somewhere in between for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. So yeah, I guess chances are I don't think physical media is gonna die hands down. So hopefully, I think someone or something will come around to, of course, give them a massive boost for sure, and will encourage studios in pretty much the entire globe to actually keep the format going for sure. So yeah, and of course, let's not forget to mention, if digital won't actually try to take physical media down, maybe I think they should resort to what they are at right now, which is, of course, well, join forces. And yeah, pretty much if anything, it's kind of similar to pretty much a couple of years ago when studios decided to release their movies in 2021, both on the big screen and, of course, on their streaming services, both at the same time for sure. Really think about it for sure. If they actually do both of those entirely, then chances are then pretty much, if anything, the amount of money they'll actually get, whether it be at the box office or, of course, when people sign up for their streaming services, will actually double their profits for sure. So yeah, but I guess if you try taking all that away, then chances are you're gonna end up losing money entirely. So yeah, I think if anything, pretty much if anything, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. It's kind of similar to, of course, if you may or may not be familiar with them, pretty much the concept of course, vinyl records for sure. So yeah, pretty much back in the early days, vinyl records has actually been around for some time, but when CDs and, of course, digital and iTunes came around, they have been phased out entirely for sure, so we mainly stuck with all those for, of course, music for sure. But it wouldn't be until in recent years when vinyl records actually made a massive comeback for sure, which I will admit is actually really great for sure. I mean, truth be told, I wish I would actually have vinyl records for sure, but I don't have anything that would actually allow me to do that for sure, but hopefully maybe within a matter of time, I will actually do so for sure. So yeah, I can only, if anything, if that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front, then chances are if physical media actually does die out entirely, I think the same outcome will probably happen for Physical Me as well. Sure, I think there will come a time that they will be phased out entirely, but hopefully maybe within the next several decades entirely, they will make a massive comeback for sure. And that's pretty much what I've actually know of course, the article that I actually read for sure. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, they are gonna move forward on, of course, what they're doing, but they did also state in the article that they're also re-evaluating their pretty much their decision that they've actually made for sure. So I guess chances are that if pretty much phasing out Physical Me entirely doesn't work out for pretty much for them, and of course Australia, Latin America, and parts of Asia, then chances are that they will actually bring it back and actually keep it going for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I could say on, of course, that front. I do hope Disney will actually rethink on their decision and actually pretty much figure out a way to actually keep Physical Me going for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front for sure. So I guess right up until then, or we'll have to see what the future will actually hold. I am still definitely gonna get plenty of Physical Me entirely for sure. Yeah, whether it be new DVDs and Blu-rays for sure, and yeah, I think if anything, it's still not gonna stop me hands down. I'm still gonna pretty much spend a good chunk of my money and, of course, getting new movies and shows onto DVD and Blu-ray for sure, because I still want to, of course, keep true, of course, pretty much my title as being a really good cinephile for sure, or pretty much any title in regards to movies for sure, and plus, I already do have good plans for, of course, pretty much my future of Physical Me for sure. Like, I'm still gonna pretty much keep on collecting the ones that are released here in North America for sure. But I think it's all thanks to pretty much a few DVDs that I actually got. If I can pull them out entirely. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, I guess if you may recall, a few years ago, I did, of course, get Pokemon Chronicles on DVD that are actually released in the UK for sure, to which I will admit it was actually really quite hard to actually get those, but I'm really proud that I actually got those in my hands for sure. And yeah, I mean, I know they are released in the UK for sure, but I'm still really proud that I actually got those for sure. So, and good thing too, because pretty much if anything, I do hope to, of course, plan on, of course, saving up most of my money to actually finally get myself a brand new DVD and Blu-ray player that will allow me to, of course, play any DVD and Blu-ray from any region for sure. Like, not just the ones released here in North America, but also the ones from not just the UK, but also hopefully Australia, Japan, and that's just to name a few for sure. But that will only depend on, of course, what ones that I think will be good enough for me to have for sure. So, but yeah, either way, those three that I actually have right here are actually good examples on what I mean. There we go. So yeah, I think if anything, that's actually what I plan to do for most of my future for, of course, Physical Me for sure. I'm still gonna collect them hands down and, of course, add them in, and, of course, it'll help me out and, of course, plenty of videos that I've got coming up in the near future, but I do hope to very possibly expand on that for sure, just to see what it'll be like if I go beyond for sure. So yeah, only time will tell, of course, that front, but I do hope my future will actually be really bright for sure. So yeah, if anything, I do highly encourage all of you to still get plenty of movies and TV show on Physical Me as best as you can for sure. And yeah, I guess if anything, hopefully maybe pretty much someone will come around and, of course, reevaluate this decision that they've actually made and actually find a way to actually keep it going for sure. So yeah, only time will tell, of course, at that front, but I do hope that pretty much of anything, in regards to, of course, this decision, whether it be, whether it'll continue on or, of course, phase out entirely, we're still gonna admire physical media entirely, and we do hope that someone will come around and actually find a way to keep it going for the possible near future. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. So yeah, by all means, let me know in the comment section below on what you thought of course, pretty much this subject matter. I would love to know on what you guys think of it for sure. And also, like I said, I am gonna link the article that I mentioned before, just to let you read it and pretty much get your own perspective for sure. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and don't worry about a thing, I still got plenty more coming up for sure, depending on, of course, what goes on in my end for sure, and trust me, I actually am busy as hell, so yeah, I'm still gonna do whatever I can to, of course, give you guys, what I will give to you guys for sure, so yeah, I guess right up until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey guys, this is Ackley, SamAttack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with SamTheThomasFan1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and plenty more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and showing support to me on both of my wish lists on Amazon and Right Stuff Anime, and even supporting me with my link on Streamlabs that you can find on my Twitch page. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.